Yeah, this is At the Track, covering the sport of kings. Coming up in a week in the Caribbean that has been impacted by Hurricane Beryl. Veteran top jockey Rickey Walcott steers the favourite to feature race success at the Garrison Savannah in Barbados. Late champion jockey Hubert Bartley honoured with trophy races in Jamaica. Massive Barbados win Saturday up north. Multiple Woodbine champion jockey Patrick Husbands with not one but two stakes wins at Canada's premier racetrack. A pair of stakes wins too in the USA for trainer Saffie Joseph Jr. And the story of how a horse named after the major US city Los Angeles makes headlines across the Atlantic in the UK, in the Irish Derby. Plus the usual check-in on Caribbean successes in North America. Our opening story coming from Barbados. A small field of only 4 starters in the 4 Square Rum Distillery Trophy in Barbados on Friday's rainy 7-race card. This fine-looking 5-time winner, Zazie, the favourite. Leading jockey Rickey Walcott mounts the US-bred 3-year-old filly ahead of the 5.5 furlong sprint. Mrs. Nalicia Cozier Zazie is in the 1 box as the 4-5 favourite. Number 2 Sir Jimmy at 2-1 is joint second favourite with the 5-horse Show the Money. Dean Springer picks up the call mid-race with a 9-year-old veteran Show the Money in command.
As they're round the far turn, head of the hill, the opening quarter, listed as 24-3. They get over the hill, this separates the contenders from the pretenders. I Show the Money yet to see a rival. On the inside, Major Damien push along. Zazie coming with her run. And we've got on about 5 lengths before we get to Sir Jimmy. Inside the quarter pole they come. And it is now on the inside, Show the Money, but he's going to see company as here comes Zazie to pop the question. And Sir Jimmy is trying to close as well from the back of the field, but Zazie inside the final for long dash is clear and opens up by 2, by 3. Show the Money staying on like a drunk uncle along the inside. Sir Jimmy closing, but Zazie has left this field for dead.
The US-bred 3-year-old filly Zazie's 5th win already this year and 6th in 9 lifetime starts. Walcott with a seamless win for trainer Jean-Marc Cozier. Scoring in the 4 Square Rum Distillery Trophy feature by 4 lengths as a 4-5 favourite, chased by Sir Jimmy and Show the Money, clocking 107 2/5 for the 5.5 furlong sprint. Now, on an afternoon at Jamaica's Caymanas Park, where a couple of milestones were reached by riders, Paul Francis achieving 800 wins and 300 wins for leading rider Tevin Foster, the race meet honoured Hubert Bartley, the former 3-time champion jockey who died in 2017 at age 54. In tribute to the champion jockey in 1983, 86 and 1991, the Hubert Chinna Bartley Memorial was divided into 2 sections of trophy races. Section 1, the 4-year-old colt Milos here under the stylish Robert Halladine, surging past the front-running Burlap to snap an 8-race winless run.
And now Milos hits the front from Burlap. It's Milos in front of Burlap. Digital One is right against the rail and trying to come forward, but it is Milos in front, coming to the furlong pole, about 3 lengths in front. Digital One has to find 3 lengths on this leader. It's Milos in front. Digital One begins to bear down on Milos. It's Milos still in front. Digital One trying to get to Milos, and Digital One, Milos lasting just over Digital One.
Kevin Burnside on commentary. Colshire Limited's Milos under Halladine's smart ride, fighting off the big 1-5 favourite Digital One with leading jockey Tevin Foster aboard. For Milos' first win since early January, Halladine in the saddle for trainer Greg Fennell. Milos at 8-1 odds lands the Hubert Bartley Division 1 by a neck over Digital One, whose rider Foster had ridden Milos to second place finishes in his last 2 starts, 1:28.39 the winning time for 7 furlongs. Halladine also aced Division 2 of the Hubert Bartley, again topping in a tight finish the leading rider Foster, who was on a clear lead here aboard the US-bred Provocativa, coming off the final bend.
Provocativa guides them into the lane with a good-looking lead. Here is Fred the Great now unleashed and asked to close the gap. Provocativa running strong. Fred the Great continues to nibble at that lead as they approach the final furlong. This is Division 2, the Hubert Chinna Bartley Memorial Trophy. They've got to catch this Provocativa, and Fred the Great is trying his best to do it. All for Love is storming home on the outside, but it is Provocativa and Fred the Great. The bobbed heads have gone by.
Conjuring up all the skills from 15 years of race riding that included just under 50 wins in short stints in the USA, Halladine celebrates the feature race double as Mileda Zan's Fred the Great logs a 4th career win. Halladine aboard for 3 of those victories. Conditioned by champion and leading trainer Jason Acosta, Fred the Great wins Division 2 of the Hubert Bartley Memorial Trophy as an 8-5 favourite by a half length over Provocativa, whose rider Foster had a triple on the afternoon, including a 300th career win. Fred the Great clocks 125.88 for 7 furlongs, significantly quicker than Milos went in Section 1. Let's head over to Canada now, where the Barbadian riding ace, Patrick Husbands, landed a magnificent added money double at Woodbine, both at purses of $150,000. His first was in the Dominion Day Stakes over 9 furlongs, displaying a crafty front-running effort aboard the reigning King's Plate champion, Paramount Prince, for champion trainer Mark Cassie.
As they turn and going for home in the Dominion Day, and Patrick Husbands lets loose, and Paramount Prince is 4 in front. Right down the outside, Wicked Django finishing on with Stanley House and Tyson. And Paramount Prince is coming down towards the wire with a dominant win in the Dominion Day Stakes. What a marvellous horse. Paramount Prince by 4 lengths to Stanley House.
As a 2-1 second favourite, Paramount Prince makes it look easy in Saturday's Dominion Day Stakes over Stanley House, clocking 149.35 for a 3 3/4 length win. Both Hall of Famers in Canadian racing, Husbands and trainer Mark Cassie, were at it again half an hour later with a 5-1 shot, Essex Serpent, in the Marine Stakes. The 51-year-old Barbadian, having taken control down the backstretch, threatened by a wall of horses into the home stretch, watched by Bob Geller in the combox.
Essex Serpent by a length to Native Land. Cameo Performance coming right down the centre of the track. In front, Essex Serpent from Native Land. Cameo Performance trying to finish off the job. Midnight Mascot from the Clouds on the outside. Cameo Performance trying hard to get Essex Serpent. Essex Serpent still in front. Essex Serpent flat up against the rail. And it's going to be Essex Serpent going on to win the Marine by a length and a quarter.
The master at work, Husbands in front here by a length for his second stakes win on the day, and a whopping 373 stakes wins overall in Canada and the USA. Essex Serpent lands the Marine Stakes by a length at 5-1 odds for Husbands, who also had 2 other top 3 finishes in stakes races on Saturday's card. 143.03, the winning time for 8.5 furlongs. To the other Barbadian giant, Saffie Joseph Jr., now just 1 win away from 100 stakes wins in North America since arriving in Florida from Barbados in 2011. Saffie had a pair of stakes wins in 2 different states, Texas and Florida, on Saturday here at Lone Star Park in Grand Prairie, Texas. Edgar Zaz is aboard his 3-2 bet, Liban, with a winning run here on the outside.
Laban takes over in the upper stretch from Nora G. Laban draws clear. Then Nora G. and Glenall. It's Laban with the lead here for Edgar Zayas, and just running away with the Wasted Tears. It's going to be about a 5-length score. Glenall is second.
The Saffie Joseph trained Laban at 3-2 odds wins the $125,000 Wasted Tears Stakes by a widening 5.5 lengths, chased by the 16-1 bet Glenall. The 8.5 furlong run on turf covered in 141.28. Later Saturday afternoon, Saffie Joseph's 8-year-old mare Bluefield was favourite in the musical Romance Stakes at Florida's Gulfstream Park, where Saffie is champion and leading trainer. Drayden Van Dyke in the Red Silks coming up on the outside for a run to challenge the leaders. Behind the binoculars with the call, Peter Yellow.
Off the turn in the stretch drive, Cousin Christie fights hard. Hi, hello, how are you in the middle? And on the outside, it's Bluefield. There's a 16th to go, and Bluefield's getting up. Bluefield's 4-5, and Bluefield's a winner. Bluefield and Drayden Van Dyke for Saffie Joseph Jr. to win the musical Romance by 3.
Stakes win number 99 in North America for Saffie Joseph Jr., who has had 7 wins overall in the past week. He lands the musical Romance Stakes with a 4-5 favourite Bluefield by 3.5 lengths, clocking 116.50 for 6.5 furlongs. A shot there at what Hurricane Beryl has done to this vessel on the Kingston coast. Putting the lid on the show now with the action from the Irish Derby at the Curragh that gave the outstanding trainer Aidan O'Brien a record-extending 16th win in the event. And as is customary these days, top jockey Ryan Moore doing the job for him in the 12-furlong run on turf. But my word, it wasn't easy. In front down the home stretch on the rail with rival Ambiente Friendly threatening before a late charge as well from Sunway.
Nothing between Los Angeles and Ryan Moore. Ambiente Friendly, Ralph Havlin on the outside, trying desperately hard. And so the last 200 yards, it's Los Angeles finding plenty for pressure from Ambiente Friendly. Sunway's running on. Los Angeles!
Los Angeles in a terrific finish lands the Irish Derby by 3/4 of a length. Moore completing back-to-back Irish Derby wins following August Rodin last year for the peerless trainer O'Brien. 2:28.15 the winning time for the 12-furlong trip on the Curragh turf. Our usual weekly tally of Caribbean wins in the USA and Canada now before we go from this Hurricane Beryl edition of At the Track. We've counted in the past week since our last show a whopping 96 victories. Now, that's a record since I've started keeping these statistics. Among the winners, the Barbadian rider Rocco Boyne with 4 wins at Thistledown. There were 4 wins as well for the Barbadian rider Enrico Prescott at Central Mile in Canada. And the Trinidad and Tobago champion jockey Brand Boolram Singh won 3 at Hastings, including a stakes victory. We've been at the track, covering top stories and exciting races in the Sport of Kings. Check us out again next week.